Go live. We are super excited to have you guys in here. Um, we had a really interesting hey everybody, we are live on Facebook right now. It was so good. We took a little small break, a little small
It was
break.
nice. It was nice.
Yeah,
It
baby,
was
it was nice. I will tell you, it was nice. A little small break for Easter. I hope everyone had an amazing Easter or Resurrection Sunday. Um, it was really nice to just kind of sit and actually cook. Cooked. I haven't cooked in a. Martine would say I was lying. I cook a lot, but I really
yeah,
cook.
yeah. You cook from scratch a lot.
Yeah, I do cook from scratch a lot. But I wanted something like that reminded me of my mom. And I was in the grocery store. I was actually talking to them when I was in the grocery store, and I saw some neck bones. My mother cooked neck bones, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cook me some neck bones, some gravy, rice, cornbread, some greens. I'm gonna cook. So that's what I cooked for Easter, and yeah, I hadn't had neck bones in since she passed. You know,
Oh, I
that
know
was
that
her
was good.
thing. That was her thing. And I must say, I got down. You know how you when you smell it, you be like, "Ooh, girl, you get that. You
Mm-hmm.
so nice
Mm.
in there."
Let me think.
Let me tell you how good it was. How good was it, Regina? My neighbor across the street was parking his car, came up to the house and said, "You showed up cooking in there."
So
You,
your neck bones brought all the boys to the yard. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
I brought all the boys to the yard.
Look, it sounded like he was looking for a wife. Excuse me. Are you married, ma'am? I'm sorry. Just checking because the
I'm like,
scent that I caught hold of, I believe, is marriage
Shoot.
material. Is what I'm thinking.
I
I
said,
don't
I'll
know.
give
Not
you.
in my neighborhood. It'd be like, I'm married, but can you bake me and my wife a plate? That's how I work around here. Can you make me two plates when my wife at the house?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
she would love a bite too.
Yeah, it
That's
was it was nice. It was nice. We had a really good time. Just chowing on down. What about you ladies? What was your time off like?
an outer body
Mine was great.
experience.
I didn't have to cook because my mom cooked. So
Come on, mama.
she
Come on, mama. It was an outer
cooked a
body
real meal.
experience. I kind of missed Sundays with TRM. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to sit here and look at my family. Hey, y'all. Nice to see you. It's 6 p.m.
Look,
I'm not
poor
on the computer.
family. Family's like, I don't,
Hey,
we have
yeah.
our mother this week. We don't know how to act. We don't
They
know
didn't,
what to
yeah,
do
none
with
of
that.
us did. We didn't know what to do with each other. I will say I did cook, but I did buy some Popeye's chicken. So I cooked 1/4 of what Regina did, but I feel like my mother-in-law taught me how to make hot water cornbread. It's like my husband's favorite meal. So I'm the only one like I can make some cornbread. So that was like my thing. And then I did cabbage from scratch. My husband's a vegan, so we had a vegan cabbage and that good old I put some bacon fat on the real cabbage. And yeah, it was a good day. It was
What
quiet.
is vegan cabbage?
It's cabbage with vegetable juice in it, and
Oh,
some red pepper flakes and a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Yep, that's how I look every time I stir the pot, just like that. Cause he ain't gonna convert. It's been 10 years. I think he's been vegan 10 years. I won't be converted. I cook it every day, but I there's no. Ooh,
now
Tanya,
I think I
Tanya, I
could
didn't know you were
be
vegan.
maybe a pescatarian. I think that's about as far as I could go because I can't not eat seafood, right? I think I could give up the
Mm-mm.
chicken. I could give up the beef. I could give up the pork. But the shrimp and the crawfish,
Oh no, we have a date every year for the last 20 years between February 1st and May 31st. Me and the
I'm
crawfish
trying to
child
say that one more time.
every
And
week.
and mine is Friday night. That's why my camera be off on the DCT calls. I be eating crawfish. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
let y'all know in advance. That is
yeah.
why my camera is off on the call because I got a 4 pound pan in front of me.
No, I mean, now we found a couple of great vegan restaurants. Like I'll be like, well, I've eaten, and the food did taste good. You know, that's all I got. And he eats a lot of the
Yeah.
same things too, so that's the other thing. But so anyway, let me get back. Sorry, I got way off. Let me climb back. So for Easter, he can eat hot water cornbread. So I do hot water cornbread. I see y'all vegans. Hey, let's trade recipes. I see y'all in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've eaten several vegan things before, and I've also eaten at a vegan restaurant. And it wasn't bad. You know, there were a lot of things that I tried that had I not known that it was vegan, you know,
Yeah.
I would have liked it still.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. There's a we have a soul food vegan restaurant here in Dallas. It's wonderful. I get the vegan shrimp and grits. It tastes great. Do it taste like shrimp? No. No, it does not. No. Do I still kind of want to just stop and get some real shrimp on my way home? Yes. But it was good. I'm not gonna shade them. The sangria is even better. Give me more sangria and some shrimp. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you where I draw the line at. When I saw them make the carrot hot dog, that's where I drew the line
No.
at right there. That's where I said, y'all have lost your minds. Because if I show up at your house at the cookout
and you put me, yeah.
and I bite into a carrot dog, I'm not calling that stuff over. All of it. Okay.
Now there's some great tasting vegan bratwurst, but them things so expensive. They like $12 for 4.
Well,
so you might as well get the carrot. I'm just telling you, because them things those are a gift at my house. When those show up, that means my husband's been really sweet. Because them things is hot, but they taste great. $3 a link. $3 a link. Let that simmer in your spirit. Yes, because it's $10. So that's $3 and some change per link. Anyway,
he would be eating a carrot. You right?
Yeah, you can get 12 carrots for $2.99.
I'll marinate that thing to death, baby.
y'all coming in hot tonight. y'all rolling. Thank y'all for being here. So yes, I had a great Easter. It was nice and quiet, and yes, I cooked for the vegans and non-vegans in the home a little bit.
I love it.
We had a traditional. My mom made dressing. She had potato salad. She cooked like a half of a ham, some turnip greens and cornbread. So we had we got on down.
That sounds tasty.
It was rather tasty.
But we're glad to be back with y'all. We're happy that you're here. Thanks for coming in. Share with a friend. Don't forget to hit the share button. Don't forget to hit that liquid smoke soaked sage.
Come on,
Sage. She said liquid smoke soaked carrot dog. I don't even think the liquid smoke is vegan. I've checked.
Hold on a second.
Here comes the California.
Look, I don't even have no pearls to clutch. Okay, what?
Man, just eat that carrot with some ranch and stop it.
That's all I'm saying. Go on, give me some celery too, since I got to eat it. Go ahead.
With my chicken wings.
You gotta eat cauliflower. You gotta make the fried cauliflower buffalo cauliflower wings. Yeah.
I gotta process.
It didn't even sound right coming out of my mouth.
Carrot. Girl. Well, enough about our veganism. Vegans, we love y'all. There's no vegan hate. It's just dietary choices. We love y'all. I'm married to a vegan, so there's no hate. I believe in a buffet style eating. You choose the vegetables or plant or meat-based items you like.
I'm glad y'all was already married when he went vegan.
Child, I don't know.
Honey, I dated somebody and he told me he had a seafood allergy. I said, well, today is our last day, sir. I do apologize.
That girl said, I will not be responsible for your life. I will not hold
your
EpiPen.
If you waiting on me, I'm telling you, gonna come home and kiss me one day and your lips gonna swell up because I just ate some shrimp. I promise you.
That is
Yeah, it's gonna cut your air
Hilarious.
off. It's gonna cut your air off. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm gonna go ahead.
hilarious.
I'm gonna go ahead and set you free now, because I already know
Oh, be free. Be
it's
free.
some things that I'm not gonna be able to give up, and seafood is one of those things. You nice though. You're a nice guy. I like you and all,
Look,
but
you're good
Man
look.
said, I do. You cannot afford to have a scratchy throat with me. That's what she said with a full
and I ain't
face.
gonna be responsible. You know, your mama gonna be over here crying, talking about you killed my baby.
Cold-blooded. Or maybe you're just being really honest. You know, there's nothing wrong with being honest in these relationships. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you guys about the prizes tonight. See how I did that, Regina? You like that?
I saw
You saw I
I
did
like what you did there. I
Hey,
like what you
everybody
did
out
that?
on
there.
In the
Facebook.
chat.
Oh,
In
by the way,
the chat.
we
Go
want to
ahead.
say hello to everybody out on Facebook before we transition over. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Okay, now Martine. Now we can.
Perfect. I've already dropped it in the chat, guys. We give away prizes, and tonight is no different. Saida, let us know. I don't think we asked you if you're going to be giving anything away tonight. If not, it's okay. I'm going to head over to the Facebook and drop as well. So those of you that are brand new, put a 1 in the chat is if this is your first time to Sundays with TRM. I was so blessed to get to I was so blessed. Hey, Misha, what you doing on this computer? It's your birthday. What is you doing on this computer, Misha Bazemore? Hey, girl. I was so blessed to be able to speak with Misha's community at DCT and talk to them about some insights on what they can do to get better for this month. So you may be coming off of that call. But anyway, drop a 1 in the chat if this is your first time. We may have everybody might be old heads tonight, but we just want to put our eyes on you. Let us know if you are cool. All right, so we've got a few newbies in the room, so let's talk about a few things. First, in the chat, I have dropped a few links. Oh, I might want to give that to everybody. The first one is a link to sign up for the Wheel of Names. Now, I'm not gonna lie, last time we did Wheel of Names, that a lot of people didn't sign up. I was like, oh, they don't want no free stuff tonight. So the sign up centers around getting some of the products and services that'll be offered tonight for free. I'm feeling good. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good place. So tonight I'm gonna be giving, and I ain't gonna do this maybe 1 or 2 times this year. So I'm telling you up front. I'm gonna give away my entire camper frame bundle. Yeah, valued at $4.99, on sale for $2.50, and we do have payment plans. But I'm gonna give one of those away tonight, just one. I can't say I'll do it every time, but I think the learning is good, and I think people would impact. So that's my giveaway. We've got digital journals that are going to be given away tonight. We have GPTs that are going to be given away tonight. And you never know, the TRM team, we like to do the most sometimes. So you never know what else might come out of the hats with us. So I suggest you sign up, okay? Now, signing up with that email link, that gets you 1 entry. Please don't sign in your baby daddy name. Please don't sign in your ex-husband name. Don't do that. Don't use 6 emails. I've got some other ways that you can earn an entry. Okay, so here's the other way. The other way is just by sharing the live. Okay, we've got panelists that come on every week. One of our pillars or one of our goals as a team is to help business owners grow in their branding, grow in their ability to talk about their product in a live environment while we support them, and grow in gaining sales. Sharing don't cost you a thing. So hit that share button and you'll get a second entry. Now, a couple things about that share button. If you share to a private group, I won't see that you shared. So I can't count you. If you share to your Facebook page and it's only your friends that see it, I can't count you. So it does need to be a public share in a public group so that it will register on the list. All right. And then the third way. So 1 entry, 2 entries if you share. The third entry is by joining our Patreon. Talya, Regina, and myself have a Patreon, and we offer monthly classes. We give you our time through co-working sessions. You can come and pick our brain, ask a few questions, get some work done, and through custom GPTs and art. If we've got any Patreon folks in the room, just give a word about the impact that the Patreon's had on you. It helps us tell the story of TRM learning. So if you're out there and you don't mind sharing a little bit about your experience, put it in the chat. But I want you to become a member. Now, you can become a free member. If the finances are not where they need to be, join as a free member. Okay. We do push out community content on a regular rhythm. And so you'll get access to that content. If you are ready to join, we have 3 tiers. Each tier offers a different level of service. So make sure you take a look at those tiers and choose one that fits you. If you have become a member in the last 7 days, whether it be a free or paid member, you get a 3rd entry. Okay. At the end of this call at 7:45, we're going to close entries and then we will spin a wheel. Whoever's names become chosen, they become the one who wins the prize. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. And thank you, Miss Virginia, for letting me do my little spiel.
Well, we love, love, love. I love how she does the will things. I would never, 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 never ask to do that at all, at all, at all, at all. Like I love how Talya talks about the levels of the Patreon and how Martine does the will. Because like Talya talking about the levels of the Patreon, you just want to go like this. Say that again. Really? Uh, Oh, okay. Absolutely. 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 But as always, I love to have conversations with those who are in our audience. And there is someone that I saw come in early that I'd like to speak to. Mr. Mia, welcome to TRM Love. How are you doing today? She's like,
You done opened all my stuff. Okay,
what? You're up top. You're up top.
good. No easing back now.
No, how are you
I
doing?
am good. Had a little rest because I was over here spazzing out. So
Wait a minute. What's okay? Look,
you know,
jump
the
in.
ADHD people, they understand what I'm saying. They,
Amen.
you doing too much, being too many places, trying to do all the things, and I started feeling a little off. I was like, okay, I need to go lay down. So feeling better. But Martine, it was just what I needed. The message was just what I needed today. Definitely been thinking a lot about systems and workflows because I'm saying to myself, like, I can't keep doing this. This is not productive. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Thank you guys. Oh, I did not forget. Well, I have been forgetting because that's part of the overload and overcommitting myself. I have not put in my application to be on my sign up to be on the show. I do want to be on the show. To hang out with the cool kids.
Well, we appreciate that, but as a person with ADHD, and I understand the overload,
I'm
like,
sorry, Regina. I'm sorry. Keep talking to Mia. I got something for her. I'm gonna be right.
okay,
Okay.
I do understand the overload. Last week, I went into paralysis rather than overload, where I just sat and did nothing.
I did that too.
Just And if you do not have ADHD, that is something that happens when we overcommit ourselves and we just go, 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 go. And then our bodies just shut down and we don't do anything. We look around and go, I know that I'm supposed to do that, but I'm not going to do that. I
Yeah.
know that I need to post that, but I'm not going to do that. And literally we could be at the computer getting ready to post it, and all I'll do is run art. That's all I can do.
Or make some more stuff that you
Yeah,
does
that's
not.
not going to get posted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we go through I feel guilty because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, which makes us makes us go into a deeper paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, it's a cycle. And then you just have to stop. And then my brain I had gone so deep into paralysis that I wasn't going to sleep until 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 and 4.
Several
Tay
days in a
said
row.
stop
So
stepping on her
you can't
toes,
do that.
honey. But
Mhm.
y'all tap dancing on mine too, so
Right.
I can't even say nothing because
Right.
Mhm.
You're up and I'm looking at the ceiling going, okay, I should do something, but all I could do was just That's all I had. This right here is all I had.
Look, I sprained my thumb, I think, because my thumb is like hurting because I'm
Because you had
scrolling,
your phone.
scrolling.
Yeah, right, right. And it could be the change of season. It could be the fact that, we had a lot of stuff in AI happen. If you're in the AI space, we had a lot of things hit us all at once. And with ADHD, we're trying to bring it all in, bring it in, and upload it so quickly so we can output it to our audiences that I think we overloaded our systems and we burnt out.
Well, I just came off of two very traumatizing family events. I
Yeah.
was in Connecticut for 2 weeks, was having a lot of stuff go on, came home for like 2 weeks, then I went to my parents for a week. That was traumatic. So I am still just like I'm coming down from the overstimulation because I took my computer there to work and I just was doing like this
Yeah. Yeah.
all day. So
Yeah.
I'm
I get
glad
it.
to be back though.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you're back too, Demia, and you've been a little busy. Look
I've
what
been
I got.
trying.
Look
Uh-oh.
what I got in the mail. What is this? I've been waiting to unbox, and I'm like, I got something in the mail here. Let me go ahead and unbox it since, and it just worked out that way because I believe, things happen at the right time at the right moment.
Yes,
So
that's my
this is Demia's
baby.
baby here. Let's see. Let me turn my background off.
I'm like, you gotta take the background down. We gotta see
Yeah,
this.
to turn my background off. This is so even let me explain something to you because this is what it means. Even with everything that she's been going through and that's gotten in the way. And those of you that were on the previous call, we talked about churning and continuing to stir through the tough times. Even though she's working through the tough times, I see some completions. I see some completions.
Woo,
Title of this
that
piece
thing
is
took me
called
down and through.
This is called Mindful Connections Teen Activity Journal for Empowered Digital Living. That is the title of the book. This is by Demila A. Bowling. And I'm so excited because my niece just took out all her locks. And when she took out all her locks, she thought that she was going to have long hair that just touched the middle of her back. Do I got to finish the rest of this, y'all? So it has been a very busy couple of weeks of self-love and encouragement and acceptance. And so I saw that Demia had this book and I was like, I have to get this book. So this will be going to her to help her work through the summer and the new person that she's going to become. So thank you for putting this out in the space.
I
And,
am currently translating it into Spanish as the first language, then probably French. I do have some companion items to go with that. So some activity sheets and a lesson plan because I want to license it to youth organizations and schools and things. Um, and I will be putting out my children's AI 30-day challenge, but it'll be, I made it for my daughter who's 9. But then I was like, okay, some kids may already be some older kids may be a little bit advanced. And so I'm going to do it kind of in levels. And so I want them to be making GPTs and things like that. Listen, I am not short on things to put out and do. It's just I have to do a better job of putting the systems in so it's just click and play, click and play, click and play, because otherwise I'll get so overwhelmed and all of the great things that I have, no one will ever see them. But DCT has really been a blessing to me. And some of y'all might be sick of me. I'm sorry, but when you on a mission, you you show up, right? And so I don't know if you guys heard me say this before. I was always a group lurker. I'm going to be just a little bit in, but mostly out. And especially if I see some mean girl stuff happening, I'm like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But DCT from day one, and I tell you, I found DCT at a low point in my life. Like I was in a transition, right? We still in transition, but very empowered, right? Very, I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And so, to anybody who might be listening, who might be going through something, just know that God did not bring you here to let you fail.
Speak on it.
Any other time that you've had a crisis and you just know how it's going to happen, and now look back, you're through it, and and just know at the transition of the crossroads, it may look like imminent destruction to everybody else, right? But every single time that I've been at that crossroad, it was the level up. Life got better, right? Even though I couldn't see it in the moment, it got better. And all of us here are connected, whether we live on the East Coast, whatever, we are connected by our passion and our drive and our vision, right? So I would say you guys are in my soul family, right? Because we all resonate with one another. And so my mission is to keep people connected, because I know through my interviews talking to people, they are overwhelmed, and so they go back into the recesses of the group and don't participate. I have talked to more people that I didn't even know was in this group. Because I want everyone to bring DCT off the screen and into their local communities, right? Because especially with what is going on in the world, we need community. We're gonna need people who get us in order to do it. So I thank you for the opportunity to speak, and that's it.
Thank you, Demia.
I love it. I so agree. Having communities, having taking DCT and having it in smaller groups and spaces like you're doing within the community is a great thing. I love that, being able for us to meet together and move forward together. It makes us more impactful, and it also makes us stronger as a group. So thank you once again. And if you're not following Demia on school, follow Demia on school. She's always.
Oh, also, by the way,
Yes, sir.
introverts of DCT, get you an extrovert accountability partner. It will do wonders for you. It'll help both of you, right? It'll help the extrovert kind of you'll help ground them, but then the extrovert will help you get out of your shell. So
Yin
So what
and
are
yang.
the introverted extroverts supposed to do?
you just bounce around. You go see this person, you go over there, you get a that's
Because
what
I tell
I
people
be
all the
everywhere.
time, I am a true introvert. I just get made to be extrovert. They push me over there, go that way. Like,
And then you know what? I'm gonna get a sign that say my people meter is at 0. That means it's time to pack it up and go home. Okay, I'm done for the day. No more people.
look, it's on empty. You gotta empty.
Yeah.
It's on empty. It's on 0. No more people. No more people today. No more people.
Say she with you.
Feel her. I feel her. Well, thank you, Demia. It was nice talking to you. And once again, make sure that you guys are following her. If you have not signed up for your state within DCT, please make sure that you go up under Demia's post and sign up for your state so she knows exactly what state you are in, because she's going to be doing something fabulous with that.
Awesome.
Just
Thank
to
you.
reiterate. And go. Do you have her link for her book, Martine, that you can
I'll
place in
drop
the
it in
chat?
the chat.
Yeah, I'm about
Okay.
to say she's gonna have to drop it because I
Thank you, thank
purchased
you, thank you.
mine when I saw the link, but I didn't know she, it just everything always works out because I had it and I was like, I want to do a video, and I was like, wait, she's here. What are we doing now? But I'm gonna do another video because I'm gonna give it to my niece.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Thank you. And we are moving on to the next thing. So I have been hit over the head like 50 million times to do this by my partners in crime here at TRM, and our illustrious leader over at DCT. Misha and I have discussed me putting my, at this point, I got about 11, no, it's probably more like 12,000 images in Midjourney out. And, I've been in the lab for a long, 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 long time. And I have decided to create, um, for those who don't know how to create mood boards, who don't want to do creation of mood board images, who just want to get them and upload them, I have started to create collections of images where you can use them as mood boards, describe images, and style reference images. I will be putting out collections, and this is my very first one. It comes with over, if you were online with me, that time that Talia and I went online, it comes with over 200 images. Yes. 200 images, 2 ebooks, one that teaches you how to do describe within Midjourney on the website and Discord, and how to create mood boards within Midjourney. So you're able to take these images and create unlimited amount of images, and also create a number of different mood boards. This one has a green and pink theme. So for all of my wonderful AKAs out there who you guys will absolutely love this, but anyone who loves green going into the summer, if you know anything, I always stay on trend. And my group knows what is the number one color for Etsy? Lime cream. So what are you seeing behind me? The number one color for Etsy that's trending, lime cream. That is why this mood board was created, so you guys can be on trend. There's a number of things that are within the mood board. There's art deco within the mood board. There's pop art within the mood board. That you guys always know I'm going to do something with op art. But the thing that I absolutely love about this mood board, it helps you create beautiful, amazing makeup. The makeup in this mood board and these images is top notch, from soft makeup to very intricate makeup details. The jewelry is absolutely fabulous. I just absolutely loved creating it, and I will be creating more, from abstract art to illustration to coloring books. I'll be creating mood boards for every single one of those, so you guys don't have to do the work for yourself. I'll be creating those for you. But this is the very first one to go out, so I'm really excited about having you guys be a part of this journey. And thank you guys. And I hope that you will absolutely love them. And I wanted to share a couple of the images out of what you will be getting. Boom. Can you guys see that? Because I don't know. Because I don't know if I hit the right one. Martine, are they looking at my there it goes. It
Yes,
came
ma'am, we
through.
see.
Okay, so these are some of the images that you will be getting from a mood board magic. I was able to create a lot of collaging, which collage is still a very, very big thing that is happening. If you guys have gone to the movies lately, there is a big influence on culture and time periods and different things like that. You are able to use all of these images commercially and able to place these up on in for a mood board. With the number of images that are within this collection, you are able to create a number of mood boards out of them, or you can throw them all into one mood board. I'm super excited to see what you guys are going to do with them, and have fun and create.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You should
Yes.
have said when I came in the room, hand me your coins.
Hey, Erica.
I
Hey,
Hey.
haven't seen this. These are gorgeous, Regina. I didn't get a chance
Absolutely.
to see this. And for somebody like me, because I be running. This is a nice shortcut to not have to, like, I could choose what I like from what you have instead of building from scratch, which I really, really like. Yeah, those are gorgeous. I'm
She
gonna
came
drop.
in
I see
hot.
there's
She
some
said it's a
questions.
stick up. She said it's a stick up. She came in hot. Y'all saw it.
She did. I'm dropping
Yeah.
the link back in the chat. I see a few people are asking where's the link. I'm dropping the link back in the chat for you guys.
All right. Are there any questions about like mood boards or anything about that? If you have any questions about mood board and you guys really kind of want to revisit it, I do have a class that is ridiculously on sale, and it's still valid because nothing has really changed in my pen site for you guys. But the ebook's in there. It's a step by step through the ebook, and it comes with the images. And it will all every single bundle will always have that ebook in there, and I will be updating it as when Midjourney updates. So you guys will always have that. And probably I'm sure Misha's on here somewhere saying, "Where's the video?" There should be a video in there.
Listen, I was just about to say, where the YouTube channel at though?
I can hear her in the back of my
Uh-huh.
ear. Well, where's the video?
Yeah,
Where's
put Eric on the other side because
Right, I'm on the other side.
there with Eric.
I was gonna say it, but then I was like, I'm gonna leave her alone. But then you brought it
no,
up.
Erica, actually, I'm starting the YouTube channel. It's already up. I'm getting ready to load it.
What?
Hey. Okay.
So that nobody chat.
Yeah, yep. I'm gonna load it. Load it, load
Hey.
it. You know, I keep saying it every single time, so I'm gonna load it. And if you, I am going to, for this particular one, I have another one that's about to be dropped. For those, I'm going to give away another mood board maker, and this is going to be for my next one that's coming. And you guys are going to get to have the first. There's going to be two people who are going to get to have the first one, and this is going to be an illustration one for anyone who is into cozy because we are getting ready to do summer and coziness. This one's cute. You guys are going to love these images. And let me give you a sneak peek of that one.
Yes.
And Talia was like, yes. Let me give you a sneak peek of it.
Yeah, let's get a sneak peek because I'm learning a lot live on this call today.
No.
Yeah.
You missed Monday. That's what it was.
Oh,
You missed Monday.
You
okay,
missed
okay.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
YouTube channel, art, mood board maker.
So we're going cozy. We're going cute. We're going cozy. We're just having ourselves a good time. These can be overly converted into coloring book images, just adorable. You can
Oh.
make stickers out of them. This is what's coming up next for the mood boards. And you see that one? I love these. This you can go teenagers, notebooks. Remember, journals and notebooks and all those things are going to be big for the summer. So when for the kids, those will be extremely important. And let's look at the other one. I went backwards here.
I see some stuff I can color, so I'm ready.
Look how cute. Look how cute these are.
Oh my gosh.
They came out so cute. I just absolutely loved running every single one of them. And these are going to be in the bundle. So that's the next one that's coming out. So I'm giving away two of those. So that's on the wheel.
While you guys are picking it up, coloring books, especially adult coloring books, are estimated to reach 5.1 billion by 2033. And it's currently a market share of 2.5 billion. So taking any of her cozies and flipping them into coloring books is a profitable experience. Remember, we also get into the summer. People they're grabbing their coloring books and they're taking it on trips and they're relaxing. Like the timing of this and her next. If you're willing to market, there's many.
Well,
And you don't have to self-publish to do it. Remember, you can do printable. You can do printable pages on Etsy. You do not have to publish those coloring pages. You can sell printables on Etsy. Just wanted to throw that out there. Don't stress yourself out now.
Mm-mm. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, ladies, Martine, uh, we are about to move on to our new creator. And for this new creator, Martine, are you going to do the disclosure for me,
Oh,
please?
sure. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. So we've got a new speaker coming up. However, we do need to do a disclosure. We're going to be having some adult themed discussions. They're going to be adult topics. So if you're like me and you got little people in the room, you might want to have them go to another room. Or as all my kids come running out, or you might want to put your earbuds in because we are going to be having some adult conversations and it will be adult themed for about the next 20 minutes or so. So we wanted to give you time and space to do that. Plug in, put your earbuds in. I'm excited about this conversation. It's gonna be a great one. It's one we haven't had before. But I think there's going to be a lot of interest. So I'm excited about it. So have I filibustered? I know that's not the right word. Just roll with me. Have I filled up enough space for you to tell the children to go on somewhere else? Because I'm going to tell mine to go on somewhere else for a little while. Everybody had time to do that? One more time. Put your earbuds in. Adult conversation. Grown folks stuff.
Yeah, I got my earmuffs in.
You don't need yours, Wayne. You come on in, Wayne.
You don't need your earbuds.
What you supposed to say? Grown people talking now. Get on out of here. Go on now. That's how the old people used to say,
Miss
go
Carpenter,
on.
Miss Carpenter, can you please turn on your camera so I can bring you on up?
You
'Cause
calling?
I don't see her camera on.
No, she's here. Saida?
Yeah, Saida.
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 Yes. You
Okay.
said Miss Carpenter. That's why I was like, it's Saida.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hey.
That's me. That's me. Hey, Saida. Hey, girl. Hey. How's it going?
It's going. Doing
Okay,
good.
so I'm super excited to have you on. We have been excited to talk to you about your product, talk to you about this topic, because there's a lot of people who are, number one, interested in your product. Am I teasing it long enough, you guys? Am I teasing it? They're like, what's going on?
We don't know what's happening. What the
Number
people
one,
saying. We
interested
don't
in
know.
your product. Number two, have thought about creating your product. Number three, didn't know how to create your product. Number four, were too afraid to create your product. And number five, are excited to hear what your product is. So, Saida, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, number one? And number two, what is the product that we have so cleverly hidden from everyone on the live?
Hello. My name is Saida. I'm a teacher. And ever since I was a little girl, I've been writing. Um, my grandmother used to babysit me during the era of soap operas, like All My Children, Young and Restless. So I gravitated towards stories with lots of drama and angst and things like that. Um, I've been writing off and on for a while, but sometime during my career, I gravitated back to writing some short stories. Well, actually, in college, I wrote some raunchy short stories and shared it with my friends, and really didn't do much with them. So later, when Amazon had a program called Amazon Kindle Vella, you were able to publish books one chapter at a time, and people would read a chapter a week. They discontinued that and they encouraged us to go ahead and publish our stories. So I published some erotica on Amazon, and the journal that I published, which is right here on this side, basically encourages you to find your erotica author and find your muse to help you write those stories that are perhaps inside of you that you've been thinking about writing, that you maybe have started writing. So that's where that came from.
Well, see, I know for myself personally, when I told my father that I wanted to write erotica, he said, absolutely not. You cannot write that. I refuse to let you write that because I've been writing a lot um, for a very long, long time. You know, my own personal stories, different things like that. But when I told my father, because I had heard that this was a market that we were missing in and that we should be in, and that it is a billion-dollar industry that we are missing out on. He said, no, you're going to go to school to become a lawyer. That's what, that's what he said. And I was like, okay, okay, sir. Um, being the good daughter I was, I still wrote and I still to this day write stories of my own, but was too scared to publish them. So what made you have the courage to publish?
So first of all, I used a pen name. I didn't use my real name. So that
Okay.
helps with the courage part. Also told myself, let me just write it and I don't have to share it with anybody. Then eventually I said, well, no one knows it's me. Let me just put it out there and see if anybody will like it. And I showed it to some friends first. I knew they weren't going to tell anybody I did it. And so more and more as I kept stepping out, I eventually got 3 stories published. So that really helped a lot.
I love it. I love it. Martine, do you have any questions, or Talia, you have any questions for?
Well, I have a book in mind. I do. And I will be purchasing your Muse journal because I need some help because I don't know what direction to truly go in. Am I a self-published author? Absolutely. But I would never jump head first out there and publish the book that I have in me. I've already chosen my pen name as well. Okay, my pen name gonna be Hot Chocolate. Um,
How you gonna tell us your pen name? Hot chocolate. It's supposed to be a pen name for a reason, but all right then.
I'm letting y'all know in advance so y'all can go ahead and get it. When y'all see Hot Chocolate, y'all gonna be
Cheryl
like,
Camp. That's all right. All right.
make sure y'all go get it because Hot Chocolate wrote that. Okay, I'm just joking. That's not gonna be my pen name. Might be like warm caramel or something. I don't know yet. But let me stop joking. But seriously, it definitely has been something that I've thought about on several occasions. I would never just go out and write one with my name. I just wouldn't. Because the people at the church would yeah, ain't gonna sit well. It ain't gonna sit well. But I do have 2 or 3 in me. I'm sure about that. I do. It might be volume 1, 2, and 3. I think I can clearly say I think I'm ready. I will be after I get your journal. I'm gonna be ready.
I can't wait to read it, Hot Chocolate.
It's probably gonna be a erotica slash comedy. That's probably what it's gonna end up being. But they give a pastor a copy. Ooh, chat. Let me get off here right now. Let me turn my camera off. No, I'm just
Hey, there's a great spelling in the chat. They spelled it Nikki said Haute, which I actually really like.
Oh.
I actually really
I
like
like
that a
that
lot.
too. I like that too.
She did Saida gave us a slight preview. I'm gonna show you guys the video in a second, but so this is a journal, right? So it has a lot to do with like sensuality and the senses. So it's not 100% centered on sex. It's more about an experience. And how can you write creatively about very specific experiences, which I think is quite empowering. I think women, but in particular Black women, have been put in too tight of box, and sometimes we've even been there are moments when we've been over sexualized, but I also think there's times when we've actually been under sexualized, and our femininity, our ability to be our full free self, is limited by society's rules, by society's beliefs of the way they think we should be as human beings. And so I really like that this book gives you the space to write about it privately, or to move it in a public environment in any way that you choose. So for those, because we've got people in the room, you might not drop a word in the chat here, but I want to say to you, if this is something you've been wanting to write, whether it be in public or privately, she's really got a really great journal for you to get started. I feel like she's gonna have multiple, because it's really a good opportunity to take that power back, so that we can not let society hold such a strong hand on what makes us beautiful, or what makes our experiences sexual or non-sexual, or intimate or not intimate. I find often that we are put in this box of like protectors, survivors, nurturers, we're moms, we're aunties, we're church moms, we're all these things. But sometimes I think our femininity and our sensuality gets put to the side and buried, and we ain't gotta do that no more. You don't have to do that anymore. And we're not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah. Also, in reading some of the prompts that are in your journal, they're very thought-provoking, right? As I was going through it, I was like, ooh, I never would have thought to put those things into words, if that makes sense. Like, I thought about it, but I never thought to put it into words in a way that if my partner were to read this, it might spark something more than, you know. So, I know that a lot of them have no earthly idea what we're talking about right now, because they really don't have a context, a point of reference, to know what it is that we're actually talking about. But we do have a video of you going through your actual journal. So maybe they'll have a bit more context to what it is that we're saying once they see the video.
And this is the proof copy that I received from Amazon.
So I noticed that you had pages that kind of have a coloring book vibe. Do you encourage people to color on those pages? How did you weave that in? That was also very unexpected to me. I was like, well, yeah, because it's a part of self-expression. But I was like, I don't know if that was purposeful or what, or was it just a design thing?
It's to help spark your imagination and creativity. Also, I need to do something with my hands sometimes, even if I'm not writing. I might be thinking about an idea, and while I'm thinking about an idea, my hands need to move. So I figured I'd do something very light. It's not really dedicated to coloring, but you can color if you like, just to help spark some ideas.
That a lot. I was very, because of course, guys, we met with Saida. He was like, so we met beforehand, and so we were looking through her journal, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I would have never thought to put the coloring pages in there, which to me made me go, even I'm limited in my own thinking around this topic, right? There's just been historically a lot of like boxes. And I think this is a great opportunity to bust those boxes wide open and tap into your creative space in ways that maybe you haven't before. And if a book comes out of it, Who knows? A lot of these authors, especially when we talk about the erotica genre, this is not what they didn't. I'd say 80 to 90% didn't start on the path thinking that that was what they were going to write about, and now many of them are bestsellers and we'll never know their name. Okay, so I want to say, don't be afraid to let your creativity take you in whatever path. Also, I did an Etsy search. I wanted to know. I said, well, what is the market research on this? And here's the truth: Etsy's a more conservative website. We're used to cutesy. We're used to, apples on T-shirts and Canva frames and some AI art and GPTs. But people are looking for erotica-related items. There's a shop that's making a little over $1,000 a month with a digital product, and then there's another shop that's around the 300 mark. There are couples games, and there is a lot there. And here's what I learned: people are searching for it, and the competition is very low. Okay, very, very low on Etsy. I don't do Amazon when I do market research. So I'm not looking for keywords on Amazon right now, but Amazon is less conservative in these types of searches. So it made me realize, if people are searching on Etsy pretty good, they're searching on Amazon, because Amazon is just a broader space and people search for more things. So if you're thinking, so here's what I walked away with. I walked away with 3 things. If your mindset is, I just want to write for me, you need to get Saida's book and write for you. If your thinking is, I want to write for me, and maybe, just maybe, I want to put this out here, put it out in the world in some way, you need to get the book. If you want to write erotica for the purpose of doing your own store development to write and sell products in this niche, you need to get the journal, because it's going to set you up for success. And instead of you writing in a way that you think people will like, you can write in a way that supports the best possible visual experience that a person can have while they're reading your book. Side note, even if you don't want to write about erotica, the prompts are so good that writing about this topic could actually spur growth in other niches. Okay?
Absolutely.
You've got a little built-in frustration. You write about this topic, and you'd be surprised at what happens with the pieces that you're wanting to sell and how much better you will write. Just some things I thought I'd put out there, but are folks searching? They absolutely are. Even on Etsy, which is a space you would think, I just wouldn't think anybody would be searching for these topics. There absolutely are. Anywhere from 300 to 500 searches every month. There are a few keywords like the word erotica that's more like 2,100 searches a month. And of course, there are very few shops and very few competitions. So if this is something you're thinking about doing, I would say, if you get something cool and unique and you've got a creative way of marketing it, Etsy would be a cool place. If you want to take the KDP Amazon route, it's going to be a great place. Go ahead, Demise. House full of kids.
So I was gonna say thank you for writing this. It's so much that's tied up into this topic. And we all know people who have suffered from illnesses around the reproductive organs, because we as women, we internalize usually in that part of our body because we are not expressing ourselves in that way, because we are not, because our sensuality, our sexuality is absolutely connected to our money, to our creativity, to all of these things. And a blockage in any of these things will cause us to get sick. And so even if it's just for, like you said, self discovery, I think this is a great great item, great journal, and I'm definitely gonna it's in my cart right now. Because we have to start saying some of the quiet things out loud with each other, because this silence is killing us. And for it to be a space where we can see representation around sexuality and erotica is huge. because we all know the majority of, you know, imagery and products are not geared towards us necessarily. So thank you, and I can't wait to get it. And I see so many legs to this, right? Like you can market this to therapists who are trauma informed therapists to help people kind of regain their power in that way. So I can't wait to see everything that comes out of this project for you.
I love it.
Thank you.
I
I'm
love it.
also
Saida, I guess all of us had something to say at that particular
yeah,
moment. I'm
sorry,
sorry.
sorry.
One thing I would like for you to do is read a couple of your prompts just so that they know what it is that the book contains.
Great idea.
And it might help, you know, help them understand it a bit more. This we all know, especially me, someone coming from the South, you know, a lot of those things are uh suppressed, right? You don't get to talk about it. You don't get to say those things out loud. And yeah, taboo for sure. And it is absolutely time for us to see us represented in this space. So I absolutely love all the prompts that I read from your journal. So I just think that it would help them if they just hear one of the prompts and how it's going to reflect to them. So if you could,
Okay,
one
here's
or
one.
two.
Okay. Think of the softest thing you've ever touched. Silk sheets, a warm embrace. Now make it the first thing your character feels in a scene. Here's another prompt. If your writing had a theme song, what would it be? How does that energy shape your storytelling?
These are so good. And guys, just remember, we're building all these AI influencers. There's a way to get to have to build an influencer that tells stories, that brings it just to the edge so that it can remain on the socials. And it's going to keep people hooked post after post after post. And then you monetize the post. All right. So you're not, and you use her journal to help improve your storytelling.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense? It's a great
So
way.
even with listening to the prompts, nothing about what she said sounded erotic, right? But it did make you think about things in a different way. Because that's what I was saying in the beginning. When I read it, I was like, I never would have thought to verbalize something like that. And I wouldn't have. But those prompts are so amazing that it is going to cause you to think outside of whatever it was you were thinking in the beginning. So definitely a level up, even if it's not erotic writing that you want to do. The art of storytelling is really what this journal is going to help you with. So I'm ready. I can't speak for anyone else,
So
but
you
I am definitely ready. Go ahead.
I'm ready too. Sorry about that, Talya. Saida, from a business standpoint, I actually think you got a lot of opportunities here with mentoring people, doing some small group coaching on this topic, running writers' rooms where you get together and share and discuss the writings in small groups. A lot of different ways where you can grow this side of your business. So I just want to make sure I poured that into you. You know, I know you kind of started with a journal, but there may not be saying it out loud in a public forum, but I would reach out.
Ghostwriting.
Yes, ghostwriting for people, helping people get stories written to share with a partner. There's just a lot of ways that you can service in this environment to help people maybe reclaim a part of themselves that they've been hiding. You do have some questions in the chat, so I just want to make sure that we're able to address those. Are there any platforms where you can still monetize your stories as serials? I don't know if you're familiar or not, but I want to make sure I'm not. Just want to make sure I handed that to you if you were.
I think Wattpad is still doing serials. I'm not sure if you can write erotica. I'm guessing that you can.
You can. I was doing
Okay.
some research in the background as we were talking. So it was one of the things that came up during my research.
Mhm.
Continue, Martine.
Just checking the chat for questions. Also, I'm gonna go sub niche to sub. I'm gonna sub niche down again. So you can cover erotica, but you also can cover people of color, and you can cover the alphabet community, LGBTQIA. That's another sub niche within the niche that is underserved. And Damia mentioned this earlier, so I want to make sure I keep saying this. If we don't tell all of our stories, we give someone else permission to tell them for us from their perception. So it doesn't matter what you choose to niche in, but if we don't tell it, they tell it. That's all I've got on that. And I don't want anyone telling my stories for me. I'm gonna say this out loud for Facebook. It's in the chat. Wattpad and Radish are serialized erotica. Wattpad and Radish. Saying that for Facebook. Okay. All
So
right.
when I was in the background doing some research, what Talia was saying, like, and Martine was saying about small groups and writing, the one thing that keeps coming up as I am going through this is the fact that our market is truly, truly underserved. Currently, it's being underserved globally. It's a 1.5 to $2 billion industry, and most of it's done through self-publishing. That means that authors themselves are publishing their own books and putting them out. Not a lot of majors are publishing this. They are doing it themselves. And just like Martine said, there are a number of different subcultures and sub places of titles that are definitely underserved as far as this is concerned. And remember, erotica goes from the very, very light all the way up to the fantasy, right? So you don't have to necessarily go as hard as most people think it is, right? It can be just something very sweet, like a romance novel. You know, at its base, a romance novel is erotica, y'all.
It
I don't know
sure
if you know
is. Mm-hmm. Yep, it sure is. A lot of people don't view it, they don't believe that's the case, but
that.
essentially it's what it is. When you
Right.
and even within romance novels, there's a
There's a
scale.
there's a
Yeah, there's
scale.
a very broad scale of how descriptively intimate they are versus not. And what I've always thought was interesting is every author gets to choose, and they each make a very specific choice about how descriptive they want to be in their most intimate scenes. I've got several romance authors that I've read for a long time, and each one I always sense they're making a choice here, and they're choosing what their line is. So it really is in your control. I don't know why we got to the point where we thought it was in someone else's control, but you control the stories that you get to tell.
You know, and there is like this big push now for audio. So you can take your book and then you can use it as audio and because people listen to books, so they can listen to erotica as well. So you have all of these other opportunities for your publishing that you can just do all of the things and have all of those money making opportunities. But even if you don't want to make any money, just taking her journal and going through those prompts will help you. It will. And you will see yourself and how you view your own sexuality and how you view using sexuality, period, in your writing. It will help. So, with that, this was our adult conversation.
My kids didn't care. They was running all over in here. Max wasn't had 4 things to tell me. Soon as I said disclaimer, he done been in here. Can you turn my phone on? Can you do this for me? I said, that each other don't care. Okay. Sex. I'm gonna say it. Y'all want to stay in here with me? Okay. What can I do to get y'all to get out of here?
That is crazy. Well, one thing I would like to say though for sure is I can remember when 50 Shades of Grey came out, right? I probably read all 3 of those books in 2 days. Okay. I'm I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm being 100% honest, and there ain't no reason for me not to be transparent at this particular moment. But if you think about it, how would it have read if it was from our point of view? That would have been life-changing, possibly.
That's one of my stories.
I mean, I did see my brother's fraternity brother, and I'm gonna go check that one out anyway. As soon as we get off here,
Talya, in the chat, they're bringing up the classics. Your Zane, your Eric Jerome,
Eric Jerome Dickey, right?
Who all was reading Eric Jerome Dickey and Zane in the 9th grade, knowing good and doggone well.
I know I was.
They put you a cover on top of it in the 9th grade.
Sister Soldier, I was all up in it. You hear me?
Yeah.
The coldest winter ever was the coldest winter ever. Yes, it was.
Yeah. I taught. I was a teacher as well, and they would put the cover on the cover of the book. I don't care.
The paper bag.
Yes, they would put a cover on there. I was like, y'all are so silly. You think I'm gonna interrupt you reading? I'm not gonna interrupt your reading. You fine. Your mama said it was fine. It's fine with me. But I will say this fun fact about the Gray series. So when the Gray series came out, they did a study, and there was a uptick in the number of women who were struggling with infertility that were getting pregnant. And they called this 2012, 2013. They called the babies Gray babies. They were all reading the book. The book was spreading around all of these communities, and they literally saw an uptick in the number of pregnancies. So people need a lot of things to get them the lives that they want, right? And so you got to be, sometimes there's a bigger thing going on that you don't even realize is happening with your work. When that author wrote that, she didn't think that was going to happen. But for a lot of the women that were going through and reading those series, they believed that there was connection between what they're reading, their body, and their mind. And it created a space where they can bring the families they wanted to bring into the world. And I think that's a beautiful thing. All right. So don't, we talk a lot about service work. And so there's space in service work here. Your writing could bring couples closer together and to create intimacy that they really need. And anybody who's trying to conceive, getting well, it becomes hard when you're trying and it's not working. It becomes hard for you and your partner. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I brought that up. They did a study and they were like, there was this surge. The book came out and the surge went with it.
It was a lot of practicing going on around that time too, I'm sure.
I was on.
Yeah.
To me,
I was gonna say,
I was pouncing
also,
on man like a spider monkey. I was like,
there's a lot of people we don't talk about it. Our parents didn't talk to us about it, male or female. Then we listen to people, our cousins and friends in the street that have unhealthy things going on, and we are just kind of bumping in the dark, and we just figuring stuff out, and we're wondering why we're not having fulfilling relationships and connectivity with people. Because number one, I'll tell you a story. I was in the beauty industry I did Brazilian waxes. So you know all the stories I heard, right? And the number of grown women old enough to be my mama who could not say vagina. It was astounding. Let alone look at it, talk about it, tell you what's wrong. I'm like, it is like I as a younger person who my parents didn't talk to me about any of that either, but I took it upon myself to learn things, right? And seek out information, but it's really sad that there are people in this world who will leave this world without ever having some of these experiences for themselves, let alone with a partner, right? And so this work really is a ministry, right? Like it literally is life changing for people. And the reason why, one of the reasons why the people's fertility was kind of upticking is because it's freeing the energy. It's moving the energy. So, because it's stuck in our midsection, and when we start reading, things get heated. There's blood flow, and listen, I didn't even think I could have kids. I got a 9-year-old right now upstairs. That having candid conversations and belly dance, the two things that made that happen. So that plus movement, a lot of us, we don't move our bodies, and especially not in a sensual way, because you fast or you know, only certain people do that, you know. When yes, root chakra cleansing, like releasing that energy. So this, I'm telling, I'm excited. I'm like, this is huge. So I can't wait. Look, maybe because I'm a very descriptive person. Like I can see it and I can feel things. So when I read things, there was a book, I can't think of it, but if you're a good storyteller, people who read it can actually feel it. They can feel, they are transported into the story as one of the characters. And it's such a healing thing. I never really thought about, I know I have stories, but I never thought about being a writer. So maybe this will kind of push me over into that space.
This was a wonderful conversation. It's something that we really needed to have. Um, so I'm so glad that you came on, and I'm so glad that we got to talk about it. She is her journal. I said, go get it, go get it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
So what did I miss?
So
Put your earmuffs back on.
oh,
I
But
know that
no,
was just y'all.
I also I also wanted to say to let them know that your books are available hard copies as well as Kindle, correct? On
The
Amazon.
journal is, yes, the journal is, you can get a copy, your own copy, or you can get a digital, which you can put on any of your apps, so you can digitally write on it.
Guys, if
I
y'all
need a
have any
physical
more,
copy.
if
But
y'all have
yeah.
questions, say if anybody has questions, is it okay if they reach out to you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So y'all reach out to Saida if you have any questions, if you want to, and just ask your questions and get more insight. Don't miss, if this is something you're interested in, don't miss that opportunity.
Do not be
Oh,
afraid, because
I'm Blue
you
Cat.
ain't got to talk about it here. You ain't got to talk about it in here, but don't miss the opportunity to grow. Okay.
And I'm Blue Cat on school, by the way.
Oh,
You
I
Blue
was
Cat
like,
on
who is
school.
Blue Cat?
That's me.
Yeah, okay. Because you know I be trying to put the faces with the, I be trying. Oh, one more thing. Erotic music.
Yeah.
That's another space.
Dang, man. Hey. Oh, if y'all anybody need me to do y'all's voiceovers or something, y'all just let me know. Because They like the Southern twang. You understand?
Yeah.
Y'all need a voiceover.
Well, once
Just
again,
saying what I'm saying.
thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
having you on. And we know that you're going to do great things and that this is going to help a lot of people. Like I said, for those who want to write, this is a perfect jumping off point for you. For those who just want to start with their own intimate journey, this is still a wonderful thing for you. So go out, get the journal, do what you need to do, use those prompts. She has her books, Talya. As Talia said, her books are ready for you to explore. Go and have and explore those, read those, patronize her books, and let's let Amazon shoot it up to the number one in the category, number one in the category. So we appreciate having you on, ma'am, and thank you for. And we can't wait for you to bring out your next one. Like when you have your coaching series for authors, she'll be back on. She'll be back on for that, right?
Thank you.
When the ghostwriting services open up, come on back. Come on.
I will.
All right.
It's
Well,
coming.
thank you.
Your inbox is gonna be lit up. I promise you. Before the night's gonna be, they're gonna be everywhere.
Thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. All right. As you guys know, we were off, and so was William. So was William. William was off as well, but he is back. Guess who's back? Back again.
Oh,
William's
wow. I
back.
like this image.
William's back. Tell a friend. William's back. William's back. Oh, yeah, I don't know why. It just keeps going. Um, but William, I really enjoyed your GPT. It was absolutely amazing to work with. The imagery came out so great. I started playing with some SRFs. I'll let you see it a little bit later. But first, I want you to tell us what you did over the break, number one, and number two, about this GPT.
Oh, I was just working. I don't I don't know anything about a break, but I was just working. Well, this GPT, I gotta tell you, this one was tough because, as you know, Chat GPT changed a lot of things with it. So it was tough with the lighting, and like you said, the orange. Oh my goodness, we deal with it in photography, but we know how to change it in our cameras, so we know what to say, put it in there, we know what to set. But for some reason, it's not really setting right. But if you want me to, I'll put the prompt in the link that y'all can use, and this should help you out with your imagery in Chat GPT. But I would maybe suggest go to Midjourney and then create it inside of there, so you can get a better looking picture until they get it straight. But Chat GPT does have, like, when you generate an image, just they does have a part where you can give a feedback and just say, hey, too orange and too dark. Just put that in there every time it come up, too orange and too dark. The more you put it, sooner or later they got to listen to it. So yeah, but I enjoy writing this GPT because the reason why, because my father passed away, was some things that we have done that I remember, that we have done. So this is, I'm just sharing part of the story, what we done. I'm glad, fathers really don't get seen as much, so I just kind of wanted to do something for the men, because we are important, we do a lot. So yeah. Mhm. But that's all I have. If you have any questions on this GPT, I'm gonna go and get that prompt for everybody and put it in the chat. So you will have it. It's basically white balance adjust to 4800K plus 2 stops of professional lighting. So I'm going ahead and put that in the chat so y'all can get that. And hopefully that will help everybody out if they create an imagery on Chat GPT.
Well, thank you so much, William. You're always like the last time you on, you dropped knowledge, and this time you're dropping knowledge to help us. You know, the 10 times better. I think everybody in the whole GPT world, when I want to make my image 10 times better, I want to make this 10 times better. ChatGPT is probably sick of us at this point. Going, I understand. I understand.
They be keep trying to figure out where it came from. Who gave them that? Who's out here telling secrets?
Oh yeah, dropping dimes.
You said you've been wearing it out to me. Yeah, absolutely. I want this 10 times better. When you're not, yeah, absolutely. It was an amazing little, what do they call, Easter egg for you to give us. So we really appreciate that. But as always, the amazing crafter that is Talya Morris has done an amazing job with your images from your GPT, and I can't wait for you to see them.
Let me take my background off real quick so I can show y'all these wonderful cards that I made for Father's Day from
Wow,
Williams
that's
GPT.
incredible.
Isn't it the cutest?
That's so
Now,
cute.
it was so hard for me to choose a male font. I don't really be designing male stuff.
You did good.
But I also put just a little thing on one side to say I'll read it, but I left one side open so that you can personalize it yourself. Says, Dad, in your hands, I learned how to rise. In your voice, I heard the dreams you built just for me. In every laugh, lesson, and lifted moment, you shaped my future with your love. Today and every day, I honor the king who showed me how to fly. And again, it came from his GPT. I asked it for a quote for a greeting card. Y'all know y'all can do that, right? And this is the second one.
Oh yeah, the barbecue.
Queuing it up.
They flipping it. They flipping it. So again, same thing. I had it to write something for me. It says, Dad, you built more than memories. You built a future. You planted greatness with every lesson, and now your legacy grows in me. May this day honor the king you are and the king you are raising. Happy Father's Day. Isn't it cute?
Hey, Talia, can I don't know where you at, but I can see the reflection off them cards. So can you drop your printer information, your card information?
Lord.
I think Cynthia's needing some cards, Cynthia Reyes. So please drop all the supplies information. Yes, Demia
Yes, I
said yes, we
will.
need it. Yes, drop that in
Yes,
the
I
chat
will.
for us.
I will drop all the information you guys need to print these cards at home. Un momento.
Oh yeah, the yeses are coming in. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Absolutely, the yeses are coming in because she does all this amazing stuff, and she's like, everybody's like, well, I need to know the paper, I need to know the printer, I need to know the ink, I need to know do I use glossy? What do I use for all of this, Talia? You see, Crystal says yes, absolutely. They need to see it, all of it.
Those who know it's a Canon Pixma
Mm-hmm.
IX 6820, and my paper is Koala Glossy, 69 pounds. Okay, but I'm about to go grab all of that for you. One moment with my Amazon affiliate code. One moment.
Nikki put it in the chat already. I love that. I love it. So let's go through and let's see some of the images that I was playing with Williams GPT. So these are my initial images, and as usual, I'm going to ask Williams GPT to give me different perspectives of different things in his GPT. This is the electronics one. That's the one I had for the background. This is them leveling out the paintings. And then I wanted to stretch it to give me fathers of different races. It gave me too many traditional things. So then I asked it for non-traditional. Then here's an Asian father building. Here's an Indian father working on a car because they had the Indian father with spices. I was like, no, I want them to do
Biased.
non-traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here they are playing video games. Here they are building a a garden, a standing bed for a garden. Here they are doing science, and then I just wanted to see what the other images look like, so I asked it to create those images, and of course I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna move them over to Midjourney, and as you see, William, I did like 50 million
Oh, I
render.
see. And the ones you did in ChatGPT, those look good.
Thank you.
Look really good.
And I just loved the imagery that came out of it. It's the how he's written the prompt. You see how the dust flies back, and that is seven coming into play, right? So the action of the image is coming into play from seven. So then you have all of these. And remember, I don't go all the way up to 1,000. So you're getting like man on the street with a little mixture of model. That's what you're seeing. You're getting a little man on the street with a little mixture of model.
Um,
I love
Regina,
that.
I gotta tell you, all these images right here, they will actually, I mean, they will go high up. Like if they had a photography contest with the images, these would go sky high up there because it is difficult to try to catch imagery like that because you're dealing with a child. So you don't know what that child gonna do. So, and then you can sell these right here. They will easily sell. People will grab these things really fast and you can sell it for a top dollar and you don't have to worry about what they call model release. So these are incredible. They, oh my God, especially those right there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I loved playing with it. Like this one had his grandpa and him doing art, and it was, these are me trying to figure out what my background's going to be. Then I started playing with SREFs with the images to see how the SREFs would influence the images. And I love the graininess of some of these. This whole series, that series I love. Um, and seeing how the SREFs would, how just, having fun with it. You see how this one had a cartoony kind of feel to it. It brought that cartoony feel into the background. This one had an overlay overburn. This one had an overburn too. I love that one. This is really cute. I love this one.
Oh yeah, that's nice. And could you imagine putting that in motion, something like that? Oh my.
Right.
Don't forget Canva, guys. Those of you who don't know, you can actually become a Canva creator and you can submit stock photos. And every time someone downloads your stock photo, you receive a royalty for it. Okay, the program is called the Canva Creators, and they've got. I'm not gonna lie on them. Every year they've gotten better and better at ensuring that they have diverse people and diverse stories. It still isn't there. And I think these angles, these shots would be great additions to somewhere like Canva. And a lot of these stock photo places do accept different photography. But Canva's the one I know that's, I'm gonna speak about what I know. Canva will allow you to get paid on art stock on images that you have.
They have one that's called Wire Stock, and not only you can upload your imagery to it, but they will actually do the metadata for you. I don't know how many they will do, but all you have to do is upload the image and just give it a little description, and they'll take care of the rest from there. So it's called Wire Stock.
I just wrote that down. Thank you, William.
Yeah. Actually, I signed up for Wirestar probably about 3 years ago, and I'm still getting a little bit from them, $50, $60 here, something I don't even expect, but it does come through. So that's just something to take advantage of.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is all the images for me and Williams. Oh, Martine, they're asking like, where is Williams' link? They're looking for it. They're looking for it.
I'm moving, child. I'm moving.
William always does such an amazing job with his prompts. As you guys know, with the changes with Midjourney and V7, prompting over in V7 has changed because The whole system has changed over there. But because of Williams' prompting ability and his ability to be able to structure a prompt correctly, I don't have problems with his prompts. And I've said this, and if you heard me talk about the move to V7, the one name I have said over and over and over and over again has been whose? Williams.
Oh, thank you.
That I don't ever have to worry about moving. Like I went to one of your old generators, William, and I ran a prompt from your old generator and I put it into V7, and that's like a hit. It was amazing. You know the one my favorite one was the one with the what is that one? The one with the lines on her face, Talya,
Oh, yeah, that
Yes.
was a good one.
She
and the
had
one
like
with,
blonde hair and
yeah, that one.
like the pink um backgrounds, but she also had some painting on her face, kind of.
I
Jeremy,
got you.
I can't remember the name of it, but yes.
I gotta get. I look. You know, I'm gonna go get the name. It's probably sitting in my thing right here because I have it starred. Going by Williams GPT's Love. It's called Ebony Babe Face Paint Soul Vibe. That's the one. And
oh
then
wow.
he's got another one that has the another Ebony Beauty Silent Whispers. Ugh, those two are my favorite. And they still, and those are old GPTs, guys, like old GPTs that still work in V7 due to the fact that he is able to write an amazing prompt. You're not getting, weird looking artifacts or anything in his GPTs because of how he writes his prompts and how he creates his GPTs. They're absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I just wanted to let you know that, William. I say that
Hmm.
all the time about you.
Thank
And
you so much.
yeah.
Well, I had got some good news this morning. I posted about it. I don't know if everybody know about Toy. She's my AI influencer, but I had got a, a, a company had reached out to me, and then they kind of big, and they wanted me to send a ad code to them so they can promote two of the pieces that I did for them. And one video I did is actually at 10.5K because they pushed it out there, and it created 14 sales for me. So
That's amazing, William.
Congratulations.
thank you.
William, congrats. This is my jam because when did you make them 14 sales? Like, were you on the computer or did you just wake up to them?
I woke up to them. I didn't realize what was going on. I just woke up to them, and then I seen that company reached out to, and they said, "We want to get your ad code." And when I gave them my ad code, they pushed it like it was crazy. So I don't know how much power, how much they invested in pushing those two, but it skyrocketed to 10.4K.
14 is just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Yeah.
told you
And
before.
we don't see William no more. Y'all know what happened.
Looking at Toy, compared to a lot of the other things that I have seen, Toy looks so realistic that it's crazy. The way that you've been able to get her to move and adjust, even with different clothing on, that you're promoting now, has been a sight to see. And it's happened so fast. Like you've been able to just curate her into something amazing. So congratulations on that. And I already know it's just the beginning for sure.
Thank
So
you. I can share my screen so people can see it if
You're
it's
gonna
okay.
get you're getting a lot of love from Facebook. Just want you to know, a lot of hearts and likes that are popping up for you.
Oh,
That's
thank
super cool.
you. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see my screen, but
Oh yeah, we can see.
we
Yeah.
can
those are all
see
the
her.
outfits that I put her in. Oh, this one right here is actually at 5.
This bodysuit? Yeah. I talk loud without even speaking. Red lace dripping like danger. Back lace tight. Waist snatched. It's not just a look, it's a statement. You put this on and the whole vibe changes. Lights hit different. Eyes linger longer. You're not in the room, you run it. And let's be real, this price won't sit for long. You know what to do. Card it or regret it.
Man,
Thank you for
let me
allowing me to
tell
share
you,
that.
let me tell you.
Go ahead, Toy.
Oh, ain't nothing but a thirst trap. That's all I'm saying. A thirst trap.
Yeah, she got proposed to about 5 or 6
Look,
times.
that's all I'm. Look, there you go. You already got. All you gotta
she
do
nailed it.
is let Toy speak some of them words in that erotica book and see what happens.
Right. That worked out. I was about to say that worked out perfectly. Y'all think it's a game. And been being very clear when we're talking about TikTok, when a company starts pushing ads, 14 become 46, become 100, become 211, become 1,000. And it happens very quickly. And that's why I wanted to ask William, how did he realize it? Because most people, when they're talking about it, that's exactly how it happens. It's randomly overnight. They wake up and, we spend a lot of time talking about, I want to earn income passively. And William has done the work. And when I say he's done the work, I'm talking about 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 12 months ago, to be right here in this moment. Okay. And we talked about this on the earlier call, but I'm going to reiterate it again. This is what we talk about when we say your vision caramelling and coming and sugaring up and coming to fruition. Okay. All right. His influencer is she's sexy. She's got the curves. What works for you? Start putting it out there. Because William, you've just been really just posting. And then once you got enough following, if my memory's right, you posted till you became an affiliate. And then once you became an affiliate, that's when you were able to do the products. Then once you did the products, then the company came in and was like, hey, let us run ads with your video. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was rough. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was tough. It was tough.
What made it tough?
Well, what made it tough was trying to get the followers, because when you at 1,000, they will allow you to do five items a week in affiliate. But I had to get to 5,000 so I can just do it as many as I want to. So that was my goal. And it was tough getting to those 5,000s. I did all kinds of things by the follow train. They got all kinds of follow train, actually talking to people. You got to talk to people, you got to answer, you got to be sociable. If you're not sociable, you're not going to grow like that. And then also too, because this is a toy, I had to put myself in a mindset of I'm the manager. So I was getting a lot of crazy things. I'm like, oh man, I don't even, I'm a man. Why I'm gonna talk to another man? But I had to say, okay, Will, no, you're the manager. So you managing it, you talking to the people like she hired you to talk to them. So I had to put myself in a mindset. Now you're gonna get a lot of spamming. The way to handle the spam is to let them know, hey, I have to let my management team look at, are my management team answer my questions? Are my management team do the collaboration? And they will leave you alone. Pretty much like that. When you say my management team, that handles that part for me.
Now, don't you do a one-on-one where you walk people through the AI influencer process?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm about to say, I think Talya took it. Will you drop the link in the chat? I think you're gonna have a lot of interested people. Crystal said, I see a masterclass. Yes, Saida, I really think you should connect with William. I think there's tons of possibilities here.
Okay.
Well, I will say one of my questions while I was doing the one-on-one was, I want to be able to put a product in their hand. I want them to be the one who advertises this specific product. So, yeah, y'all gonna see. I ain't got time right now. Y'all gotta let me get through with this contract. But as soon as I get through with this contract,
And also we have
I'll
a
be out there.
we have an AI fashion show coming up that Toy is kind of hosting, but it's not just about a contest. It's about learning. It's about collaborating with people and seeing actually what's going to happen. I've seen the one lady that I think that she came into the one of the chats, and I went and looked at a page. I spied on a page, see what she was working with, and she's doing something pretty good. So you get the chance to see all of this, what's going on, and hopefully that that you would take the information and you were just going out. Don't worry about where you're at. Just show up to it. Just sign up for it, and don't worry about if you think your stuff is not. You don't know, and don't let nobody tell you don't know. And even if you don't want to post something, we're still looking for judges too. So just take time to think about it and let me know. Hit me up if you're interested in it. And I did send the PayHip link to that if you want to sign up for that one-on-one. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, William. And congratulations. That is absolutely awesome.
Oh, well, thank you.
Super excited about it. Super excited. Super. Just to see her evolution, right? To see how she's grown from concept to application has been absolutely amazing to see that arc and that change and what you've done with her from her just walking. She was just walking initially, and then she had a voice. Then you changed the clothes. Then she became a product, and then now she's wearing clothes from the product. Just to see her evolution has been absolutely amazing to see. It's been amazing to see.
Oh,
I had a question, William. It's something that was asked of me, and I promised that I was going to ask it in the live of you.
Okay.
What makes a good one? It is a two-part question. One, art GPT, and what makes a good productivity GPT, in your opinion?
Oh, okay. Well, for my productivity GPTs, I will create that to help what I'm doing, like just to make sure that I'm utilizing it for something that I'm doing. Like if I'm actually going to sell products or sell imagery, I will create me a product GPT to actually help me with that, to make my workflow faster. That's what it is. But to make a good GPT is just basically knowledge. If you have certain knowledge about something, expertise, and then you just put that expertise that you have into the GPT. Now you can, because ChatGPT is so smart, you can ask it to create you experts. I call them like agents. Some people call them agents, but I call them experts. You can just tell ChatGPT, hey, create me an expert in XYZ that does this. And then basically it's just going to create your expert. You take that expert, whatever it puts down there, after that, you tell it to create me a PDF document. Once you create that PDF document, now you have a file to put into your custom GPT. Now, the good thing about it, you have an expert in there working for you. So it's just like if you starting a company. Well, Jeff Bezos said something that's really good, but he had the money to do it. He just hired all the best people. So that's all you're doing. You just hiring all the best. You telling ChatGPT to make you the best people in this field, and you're putting them all together to do one thing for you. That's it. I hope that answered that question.
Actually, it did. It did answer the question. I think there's a lot of people who are just starting out on their GPT journey, with all the things that are happening with ChatGPT as the software is being upgraded and the things that are happening, things are breaking in the background. Sometimes they can get frustrated when they're creating their GPTs, and you have created so many over time that I think it's a good thing that to have you sit and tell people what it really takes to create a GPT. People think that you can just create a GPT like that and I'm done. But what we do is we test and 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 then we put that GPT out. And then we send it off to people who we trust. And this is very critical. Let me tell you that, GPT creators. You have to be in a circle of people that you trust that can test your GPT, that will give you constructive feedback. Because if you don't, everybody's like, oh, it's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's not great. And it's not wonderful. And to have all the people in your crew going, oh, it did this, but I think it can do that. You've done this, but I think it can do that. The thing that William does really well is that he researches to the hilt. And any great GPT creator, they have done their research on their topic, or that is their what they call sphere of genius. So he was a photographer. So as you see in my background, his photography background is coming into every prompt and every GPT that he creates, because that is his sphere of genius. For those who do a lot of productivity, like Martine can write a productivity GPT like it's nobody's business because that is her sphere of genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it is more about abstract art and bringing wild imagery into all my GPTs that I create. Speaking of that, by the way, if you're not in the Patreon, Martine has dropped her GPT in the Patreon, and so have I. Mine is, really kitschy. I went kitschy this time with my GPT. You guys have to write things that you love, not because it's selling, but because you love it and you know the information about it. Can I say that again?
Yes, absolutely. That is
Can,
that you hit
can I,
that right because you love it and you know something about it. Then you can create a
you can
pretty
create a
good.
solid GPT.
Um,
There definitely is a component of, yes, you want to sell it and it's got a trend and all the things, right? And you have to have those components in there. But if you know nothing about what you're creating, don't create that thing.
Yeah.
it's not gonna sell because then the next part is you can't market it.
No.
Okay, so if I was selling, let me choose my favorite topic. If I built a GPT on best practices for keeping up and repairing your car, you should never trust me in that area. I don't know nothing. But I probably could put me a GPT together to do that. The problem is when you go to my page, I never said a word about a vehicle. I'm not posting no content about vehicle repairs. My car tore up right now. So why am I making the mechanic GPT? All right. Yeah. Do you understand? Like if you're not gonna advertise the GPT, you are wasting your time. And if you can't advertise from a space of a little something, who gonna buy it? Okay, let me do it like this. If you follow me on social media, put in the chat and tell me what I sell. Put in the chat. Y'all put in the chat. Let's see what it say.
Mhm.
Put in the chat. If you follow me. What do I sell? Yes, do not buy changing tires made easy. Canva
No,
frames. Yep. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all
right.
get it? So that's why you gotta write from. I love Canva. I've been working on Canva since Canva was 2 years old. Do y'all see what I'm? Y'all see? So if you're thinking through that, what if I should do it? The first question you should be able to answer is, can I tell people about it and they might believe me after I done told them 10 times? Because you got to tell them 10 times for them to start believing you. That's my piece on that. when y'all was speaking my spirit, I was like, yes, because then you go to sell it and I'm supposed to believe you? Why? I go to Firestone. That's what y'all better go to Firestone. Don't buy my GPT, you better go to Firestone.
I'll have you on the side of the road, Lord. No.
Baby, pushing because I'm a
Look,
driver.
I'm gonna be on the side of the road with you. If you not buying,
And I'm a driver. I don't push. I send people to push. I'm just letting you know. You don't want me with you. So I don't. I have no business doing that.
So when you're building, there's definitely topics out there that connect to other topics, that connect to other topics, that connect to other topics. But your core you should know your core. Like everyone always asks me, and I've been doing this since corporate, I don't use slides. Reason why I don't use slides, I know my topic off the top of my head. Every moment. They can put me in the game, coach. This is the face that you see when it comes to the topics that I know. So my corporate boss knew that anytime something came up and somebody might have bowed out or they got sick, he was like, Regina will do it. 10,000 people, Regina will do it. And then it would be 1, 2, 3. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Because sphere of genius, I knew it. Same thing with GPTs. You got to know it. You got to know it. You got to love it. Don't do it because it makes you say, oh, the trend is making everybody money. Because even money can be a drudgery. And you don't want to do it. Do it because you like it. And for those who are writing, just do your research, put that information in there. Just like you said, make sure that you're putting the agents in the background. All of us have gone through, if you've been around William at any period, Misha at any period, we all know how to create GPTs at this point, but now it's about writing that GPT with effectiveness, knowing what your customer is going to need. Think about how your customer uses your GPT. Let me say it again. Think about how your customer will use your GPT. I'm gonna do it a corporate, the third one. Think about how your customer will use your GPT. Because some of your GPTs ask too many questions. And I'm just gonna say what I said. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yep, Lord.
Regina, I don't know if you've been noticing it, and really the room. I've started to see GPT ads on Facebook.
You better say it.
I've started there, and I'm like, oh, you paying ad money to sell your GPT? I'm like, oh, I feel a little behind. I was like, I've seen anybody else been noticing that because you kind of in this space? I've seen 2 solid ads for 2. I was like, so I gotta find one I actually want to buy because I need to know, is it behind a paywall or is it a standard chat GPT link? Because as much as we clowning the paper dolls and the upload your family picture, let you roast them, it is getting people more in touch with chat GPT. And let's talk algorithm for just a second, because they're saying, I asked chat GPT to do blah, blah, blah. Any ads associated with ChatGPT, AI, and language is going to fill up on their page. They don't know what a GPT is. It doesn't matter what they don't know today. They might know next week. So they're not going to buy from you who've been posting with your link, but they're going to buy from that random ad because it sounds interesting. And that is how the game is played. So if you're a GPT creator, I would definitely start researching, what does the ad space look like? If you are like me and you're slowly starting to notice GPTs are popping up in your ad feed, click on them, explore, learn from them. What is their funnel like? Because I had never seen this before until this last week or so. And I feel like, because if that ad gets pushed out to 30,000 people and it's a $40 product, they sell 500 or 600 a day. You do the math. Of a GPT, we know was made one time. So I just was curious. I've been seeing some ads for GPTs, but it may be just me.
Yeah, I agree. We really, really need to do a little bit more research about what's coming and what's happening. And I'm trying to right now. I'm going into the category all ads. There we go. And now I'm searching it GPT.
Also,
I'm
too, you
I'm
can
searching the
tell.
meta ads right now to see the GPT ads.
Also, too, you can tell that after you create the GPT, say, make this GPT 10 times better.
See, he dropped that once. What was that? 2 weeks ago.
Make this GPT 10 times better.
Right now, actively, Martine, there is 1, 2, 4, 8, 12. Ooh, there's a lot of GPT ads running in the background.
I know I've seen at least two.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we which if enough of them are doing it, somebody's making money.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if it was just one or two, I'd be like, eh. But if you've got a substantial list, they're making money. Really good money.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna always give my little disclaimer. Ads are expensive. So you need to build an organic following for free first, as much as you can. Let me go back to William's example. William has worked tirelessly. That means getting on every post, responding, commenting, getting on. He has put in the blood, sweat, and tears to get to 5,000. That work comes first. Then you buy ads. Or in his instance, they come to you and buy the ads for you. All right. So earlier today, we talked about caramel and stirring. You need to stir your organic reach first, unless you have a large budget to spend on ads. If you got it, hey, you spend it. I ain't got it. It don't exist. So until I've built up my audience, I'm going to have to continue to grow an organic following so that I can then have the money to invest in ads. Okay. So I just want to make sure I give them a disclaimer. Please don't go spend $200 on ads tonight. You don't have a strategy, you don't have a plan, you don't have a funnel. You just gave Facebook or TikTok, which is even more expensive, money. Don't do that tonight. You got work to do.
So how do you feel about the follow train, Martine? The one that I follow you, you follow me. How you feel about
it depends on the niche.
It depends on the niche. Okay.
So the general rule is for any one account, you need a focused niche. You need to focus. TikTok looks as follow for, and what he's talking about is you follow me, I follow you. And we just keep doing it back and forth, back and forth. You'll grow an audience fast, but depending on the niche, it could be a waste of your time. Also, TikTok sometimes views it as you cheating the system because they want you to grow organically, right? Or, which they don't really care about you growing organic. Let me stop lying. They want you to buy them ads. They want your money. But we're not giving them our money first. We're going to grow organically. So they do look at follow for follows as kind of like cheating the system. And also sometimes, depending on your niche, you end up with a whole bunch of followers who don't care about what you do. So they're not engaging in your content as well. Now, you've got a unique niche, William. You've got a very physically attractive character. Those things don't necessarily matter because of the aesthetic of toy. But you know, when your niche is AI or prompting or chat GPT or stay-at-home moms, or you need to be following people that are don't, and those of you who add black in front of it, black woman who, oh, you need to be focusing on your niche. You shouldn't be doing follow for follows. You want people who are authentically invested in your experience. That's really my stance on that, William.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's unless it's a broad topic, soccer. Broad topic, you can kind of play around like that. But if not,
I agree. I think that, Martine is the one for that. All the things that I've seen, the follow for follow is bad for you, especially if you're on people who have no interest in your topic. They just they fall off. And then now the algorithm thinks that you have sucky stuff that nobody wants. So why would they push your content out? So you need to be really careful about that. So if like for us who has a large group of people who are behind us, we're kind of all in this same sphere. They're still looking at our stuff. They know that we're doing digital. They know that we promote GPTs. They're going to want to see what we have. So if we ask them to follow us, they know we are going to give them information that they're looking for. But if you're just in a large group that maybe you have mixed topics, mixed things, they may not want to see what you have. So you need to be very, very careful with that. All right. Well, Martine, I think we've made it to, well, we're way past our time. We've been chit-chatting today. Sorry guys, we've just been chit-chatting today. So we have made it and William, thank you so much again for a wonderful GPT. We really appreciate everything that you do for everybody in the community. And I just kind of wanted to have that conversation with you because the question was asked and I wanted, since we were all here, we could answer the question. So thank you so much, William.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, as always, we love having you. We love, love, love having you. All right, Martine. I know that it's past the time, but I really did want to talk about how amazing Martine's class was. She had an amazing Canva frames class. Um, watch so many people create these amazing Canva frames from artwork that she uploaded, had it ready for them, ready to go using their AI art. It was Martine is one of those instructors that are super, super detailed about everything that she does. And this class was no exception. If you have not taken Canva Frames class, the first one, the second one, the third one was the icing on the cake. And I just want you to tell them about this class and the fact that she has an amazing bundle for all the classes. So, Martine.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I was telling the team earlier, I've been teaching really 20 years. Even when I left public ed, I was still making my way back into somebody's teaching environment. And I'm just a big believer in like the knowledge and the skills and expertise I gained. For me, it's never, and teachers know, if you've been a public school educator, your teaching like we were never the kind of people that would shut the door on what it meant to be a teacher because we clocked out at 4 o'clock. I wish that was the case. That just wasn't for us in that field. And so in transitioning into my business, I realized that I'm doing the same thing. But just learning how to communicate effectively to an adult audience. And that's what I spent the last 10 years doing, really. Right at 10 years is how to work with adults. So I do want to talk about these classes. I'm going to be super brief. Matter of fact, let me go here. I'm going to share my screen. And if you took the class or any one of the Canva classes, feel free to share your experience in the chat. What I've tried to do with the Canva frame classes, there are 3 of them. We did one in February, one in March, and one in April. Okay. And my belief with this is that, a couple things I know. Canva frames, the best Canva frame sellers on Etsy make about $3,000 to $5,000 a month. On the lower end, it's anywhere from $300 to $7 a month. And when we talk about creating Canva frames with your AI art, couple things I need you to know. There's not a lot of it out there. People want it. People ask about it. They don't know how to do it. And it's not easy. And the folks who took the class, they know we've spent essentially about 10 hours worth of class time to get there. Okay. So I kind of went into this with the mindset of no matter where you are, all you have is a Canva account or you have all the tools to make AI art and Canva frames come together. you have access to some kind of learning. So I'm going to be brief, but I do want to talk about, I've taken all the classes and I put them in one big bundle. So you can take all three, but keep in mind, certain classes require certain tools. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Let me go. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see my landing page? Just let me know. Maybe y'all can't see.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So level 1, this class is for everybody. If you want to learn how to make a Canva frame and tap into the hottest trends related to Canva frames, this class is for you. Okay. It's a baseline class, and all you really need is access to the internet and a Canva Pro account. Okay. So this class is for everybody because you don't need a lot, but I made sure to include tips, tricks, and monetization strategies so that you can make some money. Okay. The second class, you are going to be able to do more, and you are going to use Adobe Illustrator. So you have to have Adobe Illustrator, but you'll be able to make more complex Canva frames. You're going to be able to make Word frames, and you're going to be able to take those Adobe skills and really build something spectacular with just about anything that you want to do. Okay. Then the third class. Okay. This third class is about taking your AI art, taking pieces of clothing, dog tags on a dog, and being able to turn pieces of your image into a Canva frame. Walk with me now. Here's what I envision. A lot of you have been using Laura's to make replications of people. Imagine you take a person that has passed on, you turn them into a Laura, but the gown that they wear is covered in smaller pictures of all the ones that have loved them. Never seen it anywhere. Think about your graduate. You go into the Laura, you recreate that graduate, and then you put a gown on them, because it does have to be white. You have to put a graduation gown on them. But on top of that gown is a bunch of mini pictures of all the people that have supported them along the way. All right. So there's tons of opportunity here that's simply going untapped. Now, with this last class, you do need a lot of tools. To be successful in this class, you've got to have Canva Pro, Adobe Illustrator, an iPad, Procreate, and a stylus. So you got to have more tools, but because you have to have more tools, you can charge more money. Okay, especially when we get into personalization. If you can personalize, you can charge premium. Okay, the entire bundle is $250, regular price $399. You get 2 GPTs, 3 sets of classes. Each class is 2 to 3 hours long, so we're talking about almost 15 hours worth of learning. 2 GPTs. You do get art. Binary Butterfly was kind enough to donate some digital paper in class 3. So what you get in the class, it just never ends. You're just getting and getting and getting. And if you are willing to make Canva frames a part of your business and a part of what you go out and sell, you're going to make really great money. Again, because so few people know they don't know how to do it. And I'm going to tell you, I was the one about a year ago that kept trying to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I'm just going to tell you flat out. And I know now it's because it was very technical. And it is. I'm not going to tell you it's not. By the time you get to level 2 and 3, it's very technical. However, I've built in some supports for you. Okay. Each course is organized in this way. It looks like a course. It feels like a course. When you go down into the course, I've created videos for each step in the process. And I break those videos down for you, because here's another area where people struggled. I actually show you what the hand gestures need to look like on the iPad, so you're not getting confused about what to do. So I show you what's happening on the iPad itself, and then I show you like what you're actually supposed to do with your actual hands. Okay. So my guarantee in any one of these classes, as long as you're willing to work hard and you're committed to it, you'll walk away with making a Canva frame. That's my commitment to you guys and to my commitment to my work. Okay. You can buy a single class. Every single class still has coupons available. I only have so many, but all of them have coupons available. Every class has a single coupon. You can purchase the bundle. You can do this any way you want to. I'm really just trying to get the skills in your hands in a way that's most comfortable and works at a price point. I will probably close this out tonight, but if you want the whole bundle, there is a payment plan. So if you want it, you can get it. But I'm probably gonna, I don't want a ton of those out there, so I'm probably gonna close it before I go to bed tonight. So you have that as an option as well. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat to the whole bundle. I'm sorry, to my landing page. Go explore, give it some thought. You do need to be serious for level 3. You need to be serious and committed and open to practicing. If you're not open to doing it, don't buy that class. All right, you do need to be serious about it. So I'm gonna drop it in the chat. You pick what you want. I am giving away a single, just one, entire bundle tonight. And that's my spiel. Let me go check the chat real quick. Thank y'all. That is great. This is great, great, great feedback. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, Crystal, you have class 1, you need 2 and 3. Okay, cool. Hint. If there are coupons, that are left, it's cheaper to get all 3 with the coupons.
Okay.
If you do your math and the coupons are available, it's cheaper to just buy each class by itself with the coupon right now. But you have to pay in full and you can't do a payment plan. Go ahead, Nikki.
2 things. One, Martine is an excellent instructor. That's the one. And I'm saying that as a teacher and a student. 2, if you want to run and get that TRM Learning Patreon, I don't know what the who. I don't understand. I don't why there shouldn't be more people in the TRM Learning. I pay $97 a month for magicness and wonderfulness, and those are all TRM Learning approved classes. So I need you to run, skip, hop, jump to join the TRM Learning Patreon. It's so worth it.
Thank you, thank you. And she's right. The way our Patreon works is at the end of our cycle, we remove the class from the Patreon. So the benefit is you being in the Patreon every month. So for someone like Nikki, who's been with us since we started, she's paid $300 for 9 classes because each month she got one from all 3 of us at all of our levels. Because in this, we're different in like a million ways, but we're very much so the same when it comes to over delivering and doing too much when it comes to these classes. Okay, our teaching styles are different, how we do it is different, but over delivering, we're the same. So for 300 over the course of these 3 months, she got all 3 of us. So she got 9. That's going to always be your best route, but here's the catch. Okay. If you want the Canva frame bundles, that's the only way you're going to get that bundle. Because we offer so much value with the Patreon, we don't offer them again in the Patreon. It happens one time, once a month, and that's it. Okay. So being in the Patreon, we understand. We understand if you're at that 97 we have people who do this. They come in for 1 month to get what they need, then they come right on out. Okay, it's okay. Do what you can when you can. But I'm telling you, when you're gonna look back at this year, you're gonna go, oh, I saved so much money because you're getting 3 of us for the price of 1 class. All right, so that's my spiel. Thank y'all so much for the feedback. All of the links are in the chat. We pride ourselves on giving you really, really good quality experiences and that you learn. I don't care that you bought stuff. I care that you learn. Okay? You gotta learn. If you're not gonna learn, you're not gonna make your money back. And that's just point blank to the period. You can kiki ha ha all the day, and I can give you a sermon 3 days a week for 7:40 in the morning. I could do that, but you ain't gonna make no money like that. All right. All right. So I'm gonna pull this wheel up. I have no idea if I'm still sharing my screen. I think
No.
it's about that time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about that time to go share your screen for the wheel. Everybody
Perfect.
is waiting.
All right. So y'all did good today. We had 94 submissions. Really good. What we doing first? Oh, wait.
That
Decide or decide or
Yeah, she's doing a digital copy of her journal, I believe.
okay.
Mhm.
So we'll go Saida first.
Saida first, okay.
Saida first. All right, let's roll. That would be Miss Dion. Oh, that's a perfect fit. She mentioned that there were some things that she wanted to do. That would be Dion. And let me tell y'all something about Dion. Dion shares from her account, honey. Dion don't play around. She's committed to making sure she shares. Congratulations. Who's next?
William or Regina, whichever.
Let's do William.
All right.
Of course. That's Selena Laverne. Selena Laverne. You've got that Father's Day GPT. All right, Regina. Oh, we got one more for William.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Erica Reed.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right, Regina, are you doing anything tonight?
I'm doing 2 of the cozy.
Oh, yes. Oh, the one that they're gonna get the preview. Ooh. Okay, let me get the spinning. Oh, they're gonna get the preview. Oh no, that's Dion again. That's Dion again. That's Dion. Dion be sharing to her groups, honey. She don't play with y'all. Diana Lewis. That's the first cozy. We're doing 2, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Shantovia, hey, my Texas buddy. Hey, Texas peeps. All right. Congratulations, Shantovia. What's Shantovia, I believe.
All right, now we got the grand prize.
Grand prize. Grand
Like
prize.
we need to have drums like Canva. You know how like Canva has drums?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I get.
So this is where the entire bundle, you get all 3 levels. Here we go. Just for TRM, Sundays at TRM, just for you guys.
Look at her. Look at that.
Toya already has them all. It's not Toya.
I know she got 2.
Toya, because she's already won 2.
Uh-huh.
Toya, do you want me to? I'll do another one because Toya's already won 2. It's not a real win. Not really. Toya, I'll give you 1 and I'll do 1 more. Because she already won 2.
Yeah.
I'll do 1 more.
Okay.
And that would be 2 bundles. That would be William.
You gonna get it away?
William, you gonna get his way? Talk to me.
Yeah, give it away.
Yeah, I'm about to say, William over there with Toya managing. We're gonna look up, y'all. We ain't gonna be gone. We're gonna be like, he done sold 2,000 of them outfits. Miss K, where?
Okay.
All right, Miss K, I'll reach out to you. That's the whole bundle, boo. You're gonna have 3 classes that you need to join, 3 codes, okay?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Goodness, you're getting a
Can't
good
be here
pay.
every week too. All right, that's it for me.
That is all.
That is amazing for you guys who are getting the cozy, boy. And these images that are coming out for this cozy are so freaking cute. I'm like, look at this.
I wanna, can
I
I
ain't even seen it.
These are so freaking cute. And they just keep getting better and better and better and better. I am committed to getting you guys the cozy. It should be to you tomorrow. I'm gonna get it up and out and ready to go. Um, well, that is it for us today.
That's it for us today.
That was a good one. We went a little long. Thank you guys for sitting there listening to our TED Talk about GPTs. And hey, Stephanie, you had your hand up.
Yes, ma'am. Martine, did you see my message?
Oh, we
I
can't hear
didn't
you.
see a response.
You're muted.
Yes, I did. My apologies. I screenshotted to save it. I was gonna contact you after the call. My apologies.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and listen, let me follow up. Yeah, make sure y'all email if we miss something, send us an email because sometimes this thread be going fast. And I just barely caught it, Stephanie. I was like, oh, so I screenshot it. I was like, okay, and I took a mental note, so I do have it for
Okay,
William.
thank you.
There was a question in can we pre-buy the cozy? I will make sure that that I put it on my page. Look for on the Queen's Creative page and my Regina Harris page. I will put it up as soon as it's ready. Just keep stalking the page. It's almost ready. It's almost ready. It's still just let her cook. Just let her cook.
Let it cook. But the first one that you linked, this out there, that we can buy that one, right?
Yeah, that one's ready to rock and roll. Cozy is
Okay.
on its way. Let her cook.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. And if you guys have any suggestions, school is always there, and so is Messenger. You guys can always send me messages, and you guys know I'll quickly make about 400, 500 images and just drop them, and off you go. Remember, they can always be upscaled, and you can start your AI wall art businesses with them as well. Mm. Mhm. And you can start a whole business for $10. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. Dropping it. Now, I would love to just hand this back over to our illustrious hosts. With her chambray top on.
Yes.
Chambray. She's gone into the summer, got her summer look on. Her summer fabrics.
Yes. Well, I do not have anything else for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for being here on Sundays with TRM and being magnificent participants with us every Sunday. We thank you guys so much for coming to play with us every Sunday. We love it. Love it. Make sure that you guys patronize Saida because, man, let me tell y'all something. She got the goods over there. She got the goods, okay? And of course, William and his amazing GPTs. Do not miss out on Martine's Canva frame situation, honey, because the way she taught that class, I've been trying to learn Canva frames for 2-3 years, okay? I finally got it. So, thank y'all again for joining us tonight. God bless y'all and good night. I love y'all very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Midjourney Mondays, Tuesday for Color Me Calm, and back again on Sunday.
Yeah,
Y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's evening. Good night. Bye-bye.